Hey folks, we're about 3 weeks into the hurricane season. The tropics coming to life. We now have Tropical Storm Brett in the Atlantic, and we have potential tropical cyclone number 3. We've been talking all day about how this nomenclature, this wording, potential tropical cyclone, is a new thing. We'll come back to Brett in a minute. Let's take a closer look at this in the Gulf of Mexico. Calling this a potential tropical cyclone allows them to issue warnings prior to it actually becoming a tropical cyclone. So we don't have a depression or a storm yet, but there's potential, strong potential for it to become one, so much so that warnings have been issued for the Louisiana coastline, tropical storm warnings, even though we don't have a tropical storm yet, but there's a lot of confidence that it will do so and then move off to the northwest. It is now potential tropical cyclone instead of tropical storm, PTC number 3 at 24/7 and 88/7. And watch the future movement of this. We're over here and the storm is out here and likely to stay east of the valley. And if you remember that satellite picture, all the rain was on the east side of it. So that kind of goes up this way. A little may wrap around, but the chances of us getting much of it are pretty slim. I don't see us getting much rain at all. And typically, when a storm goes in up here, we get a northwest flow and it gets downright hot. We're not forecasting those silly high temperatures for later this week yet, but as we get closer to the end of the week, we may have to do that because the potential is there if we get that northwesterly flow. Again, the center of the system's right here, all the rain on the east side, nothing on the west side at all. It's a poorly organized system. That's why it's still not a well-defined system. These are the models, and most of them take this right toward Louisiana. One outlier going toward Houston and even east. That's about it. And we continue going forward from there, and you can see they eventually turn to the northeast. But boy, Louisiana covered with lines. That's a sign there's a pretty good shot this is going to go in that general direction. And again, we still don't have an organized system, so things may change a little bit. This is not a done deal, but at least that seems to be the most likely scenario. Here is one of the models. This is the US GFS model, our long range. It shows this slowly but surely. There's tomorrow, there's Wednesday, moving toward the coast of Louisiana by Wednesday at 11 a.m. More concentric circles means more wind, more of a pressure gradient. The more of those you see, the stronger it is. If it was a hurricane, there'd be a whole bunch of them, and that's not the forecast. Probably a tropical storm, maybe even a weak tropical storm. Ultimately bringing a lot of rain to the Gulf Coast, well east of us. And look here. There's not a cloud, let alone any rainfall, and that may be the case. We may end up very, very warm with that northwesterly wind. Now, ahead of that, or once that goes by, we have a front settling into Texas late in the weekend. That's going to fall apart as it gets here, but may help to trigger some showers and thunderstorms Sunday into Monday. So at least our shot at rain is there then. Our best chance this week is about a 10% chance on Wednesday. Here's Brett now moving off to the west-northwest. Here's the scoop on it, 9.4, 59.8. But watch, it has trouble getting across the northern coast of South America, so it's back down to a depression by the middle part of the week and fading away. These are our current temperatures, 106 in Rio Grande City, 94 Weslaco, 88 at Port Isabel at this hour. And the next few days are going to stay hot. The average is 95, and we're going up, and we may need to go up more than that. Typically, when you've got a system in the Gulf that's headed toward upper Texas or Louisiana, again, we get very, very warm. So tonight, mainly clear, warm and humid, a low of 76, winds out of the southeast. Tomorrow, back up to 97, lots of sunshine, breezy again and hot again. The next 3 days, we go up and we keep it at 99, and again, those numbers may have to go up because of that system up there. And rainfall chances, not much. Mainly dry Wednesday, should be mainly dry through the weekend. Sunday into Monday, we ramp the chance of rain back up just a little bit. That is your updated First Warn 5 forecast.